Or if you want to think of something else, you're more than willing to.
How many goblins are down there?
You saw.
How'd the goblins avoid the rush of water?
So it's flowing into. So it's coming from the waterfall, and it's flowing. They're like. The way that it's flowing, you could pull the stones out and move back, and the water wouldn't hit you.
How many goblins do I see?
You see 3 goblins.
Pervins takes out his bed from his entertainer's pack, and he holds it as a flotation device.
You hold bed?
At the mouth, his bedroll is in his entertainer's pack. He holds it out as a flotation device.
And that's gonna float?
So
it's like
the thing is, you're not in standing water; you're in rushing water. It's charging at you, so it's not about floating. It's about getting pushed back.
No, Pervins is in the hallway.
Right. But you're trying to give a flotation device to Hogger?
You'd have enough time
I'm at the mouth
to do
of
that.
the hallway. I'm holding out the bed as a flotation device.
Strength check. I'm gonna try to stand my ground, like Hogger does. I'm not trying to dodge anything.
Whoa!
You'd fail.
Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Hogger style.
Standing my ground.
Hogger style.
Me versus the
are
water.
going to lose a strength check.
Something I want to tell you,
Andrew.
These stone walls are wet because of the water. So this check is going to be a little bit more difficult. But go ahead, roll the d20 and add your strength.
That's a hard 20.
Oh my god.
Hogger!
Oh my god.
That's Hogger!
Hogger!
Oh my god!
Plus
So cool.
20 plus 5 strength.
It's a nat 20, it doesn't matter.
In an almost divine moment of strength, you grip the wall so hard that your fingers actually go through it, and you make your own like crevices to hold on to. You are stronger than the cave at this point.
Is he grasping both sides and the water's just going? Or is he like this?
He's like, he just goes, "Rrr." And that's it. He's good. And you've dug your feet in, that you've actually made little crevices in the floor so you won't slide around. You are completely and totally unfazed by the flood. It does nothing to you.
That's Hogger, baby. That was
What
cool.
happens to Andrew?
So Andrew, you were, at this moment in time, so time is a little bit weird in D&D. It's going to make it seem like a lot has happened, but try to remember that this is all happening simultaneously. So where you are now is you're actually...
Stealth off. Rushing.
By the bridge or something, right?
Ignore the top drawing.
By the way, don't let me ever forget this. I got an ability called Lucky. When I roll a natural 1, I'm allowed to re-roll at any time.
That is correct.
Oh wait, you should have done that before.
I know, I just read it.
Okay, so it's this bottom drawing here. This is the passage where you and Lalia were.
Yeah.
This is like the main part, and here's the bridge up here.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right here. When this flood happens, you just step out into the main hallway. You can very easily try to tumble back into where you and Lilia were. All you need to do is make a dexterity check with a d20.
All right, I will
She's about
absolutely.
5 feet out past the hallway.
Absolutely not try to fight the oncoming stream. 3 plus 3, 6.
For Dex?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is not enough.
Yeah, I know.
What happened to Andrew is...
And you're a halfling too.
Oh, by the way, Lilia, you can clearly hear
I
the
hear
rush
this.
of water.
I come to the edge of the thing maybe, and watch this happen to.
So
Andrew.
the force of the water as it's coming towards you, you're also a halfling, so it's like this the water is taller than you.
Yep.
It knocks you back, so you are flat on your back, and you hit your head on the stone floor of the cave, and you take some damage. You take 2 damage.
Okay.
And
So a rush of water does the same amount of damage as falling on my face.
There's rocks everywhere.
and you float out of the cave essentially, and you are you are back out right by the thicket where you all started.
Wait, the water's not coming towards me?
No. So let
Okay.
me try to explain it again. So the room's here, you're here, the
Yeah.
water is rushing and curving down this way. It's
Okay.
going like this.
Alright.
Meanwhile, Lilia
Yes,
and
Lilia, you-
Pervins are fine.
Violet and improvements are fine.
So
As is
I
Hogger, somehow.
He hoggered out.
I look. I run out, looking back. I assume the water is gone now, past.
So the water is past. However, where it used to be only one side of the cave
Is now.
is covered, there is a lot more water, and it's about. So it was about at your ankles before. It's about at your knees now.
Okay.
So but you can tell because it's flowing out of the cave, like it's not being pulled into one point. The water level is slowly decreasing.
Okay. So I look after Andri, making sure that she's, she seems okay, and then I.
Well, you have to go out of the cave to check on Andrew.
I can't see her.
No.
How far is the mouth of the cave from where I am?
Way past like the wolf room.
Yeah.
Pretty far back.
All
Pretty
right,
far
then.
back.
So I just look that way, and then I go toward the source of the water
Okay.
with my bow still drawn.
Okay. So let
And I'm
me mark-
constantly checking behind myself too, because there are goblins coming behind me too.
Just want to fight something.
Whoa.
Jeez.
You fought,
All right.
You fought the stream.
So
All
Lilia,
these shenanigans.
you reach Hogger. Hogger is holding on to the wall, still, and so you guys encounter one another. Pervents,
I say, what the hell happened?
where you are, basically, there's a stairway leading up to a wider room. You're sort of there's the area where Lilia and Hogger are. There's a wider area, and then you're sort of into the stairway connecting the two. You're in between this narrow. You're standing on this narrow
What in
stairway.
the nine hells happened?
You can see them. You can see them
draw that
talking.
on the map.
I say one word. Goblins.
Goblins. So is Pervins actually cleaning his bedroll?
He's rolling up his bedroll right now.
Okay.
That was a foolish
Did it
idea.
get all wet or was it?
It got a little bit wet. That's going to add a little bit of weight to his pack.
Nice.
But he could use the workout.
Ain't that the truth? Pervy's got a little extra
It's got a
about,
punch.
about the midsection.
Okay, so
So Pervins is still in the narrow southeast hallway.
he's right here. So this is a wider area,
Mhm.
and then this is where Hogger and Lilia are.
Mhm.
You're in between.
Pervins is going to call out and say.
You can see them.
He's going to say.
We're like 5 feet away from each other.
If he's going to say, if any of you can hear me, I'm going forward down this hall.
You're
Wow.
gonna
So
go
follow-
forward down here.
Yes.
So just to be clear, she's in a hallway down here,
Okay.
and we're right here. So there's like a rock here. She's here. Or
Pervins
he-
is very
Pervins
brave
here,
today.
going down here. Lilia and Hogger are here, and this is the room with the waterfall and the 3 goblins.
Okay, so the next
He
drawing.
said.
that I'm-
Pervins says, I'll scope out what's ahead.
the next drawing I'm gonna do is a very, very, very important drawing.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Give me a little bit of time if you guys want to continue to deliberate and plan. Hogger and I know Pervins is going forward, so whatever
Well,
you guys
Andrew,
want to do.
what's Andrew up to?
Andrew can get up and
Going back to that wolf room.
Going back to the wolf room. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
'Cause I'm gonna try to climb the chimney.
Oh, maybe it leads into that other room? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes. I think they're connected.
I'm going to scout out ahead, but
Also,
I expect the two of you to follow.
I've got my bow drawn, and for once, I'm feeling like I'm on the same page as Hogger. I want to kill some goblins.
whoa.
I hate goblins. They're unnatural.
Let's do it.
Goblins are unnatural.
So,
Yeah.
Pervins, you have no vision whatsoever. Just so you're aware, you're kind of stumbling in the dark right now.
Oh, yeah, you have no. Do you have a lantern or anything?
I just have
Dancing lights. Is that a spell or a cantrip?
Cantrip.
Mm. So Hogger, how do you want to do this? I've got my bow. I assume you're gonna rush in there with your axe,
Yeah. Can I throw my sword?
the one you took off the
Yeah.
goblin.
Sword throwing is not a skill you have. Nobody should be throwing
I
swords.
trained in the wilderness.
You didn't train in throwing
for
swords.
2 years. I trained in all
Do you have
matter.
proficiency in throwing goblin daggers?
Al Ghul taught him
Yeah.
everything he knows.
All right, I'm charging in.
Okay, so this map bears some explanation.
Explain it not by saying here and here, but explain it
Pervin's
with
gonna,
actual words.
Pervin's gonna stumble in the hive.
That
Okay.
wizard came
in
from
dark.
the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I said it with too much passion. That wizard came from the moon. Move.
Wizard came from the moon.
Whoa,
Go.
here's a
Okay.
map.
Actually, Pervins, you can't see any of this yet, and you're the only one that stepped in the room, so I can't show you the map yet.
Okay,
Okay.
But I
but
have
it's
it
good
ready.
we have it. It's
So
established.
Hogger and I
yeah.
are gonna kill these goblins.
Uh,
These 3 goblins.
I mean, you can say it and it won't influence what Pervin's does. As you mentioned earlier, you said there will be some knowledge that we will have, but it can't influence
Says
ours.
she
But then there's no point in showing it to
rolls
you yet.
at will.
So Pervins, you can you basically the way you got in this room, you're feeling you can feel both sides of like the stairway you're going up.
So it's a narrow stairway.
It's a narrow stairway, and suddenly you are in a wider space.
And I can't touch any or feel anything.
You can feel, you just can't see.
But at the moment, I enter the wider space, and because it's wide, I can't touch or feel anything.
Yes, that's
Like
correct.
that part in Silent Hill
That's
2,
correct.
Says Ian.
Also, you can tell that the ground is wet.
Everything's wet in this cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Including me.
Nice.
I love killing goblins.
Pervin's is going.
I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Ooh,
Why I wasn't. Can I keep going?
11.
Since I was just.
something happens.
I mean, Hogger and I are about to kill goblins, so I feel like
So I can't keep going.
I have
just
12
walking.
total.
You can, but you have to roll initiative because you're about to enter a combat encounter.
18 total.
7.
No,
Plus 2.
do a 20.
Oh.
Oh.
There we go.
17 plus 2.
2.
19.
Lilia,
18.
Pervins,
19.
Andrew,
14.
okay.
12.
Old slow hogger.
Packs a wallop, but damn does he take a while getting there.
Just a real dimwit.
Just lift
Yeah.
your feet up a little when you walk.
Okay.
He's street smart, right? He's got battle smarts.
You're not any kind of smart.
Pervins, since you are completely in the dark and don't have dark vision or light, you don't
Uh-oh.
you don't know this, but I'm just going to explain why this is happening. So Hogger saw 3 goblins in the room,
Mhm.
which he has yet to tell anybody that he saw 3 goblins in the room.
Waterfall.
I'm
room,
standing
right?
right behind him. I could see him.
No, you don't. He doesn't see them. Hogger got close enough for where he could see the goblins.
And then they ran away.
They're not in the same spot. You did not see the goblins,
okay.
and he did not tell you that the goblins were there.
Okay.
I said goblins. He
Oh, yeah,
came
he
up
did
to
say
me and
goblins.
said, "What the hell happened?" I said,
I
"Goblins."
said, what the nine
But-
hells
but you
just
don't-
happened?
Doesn't
Sure.
mean Lilia knows where they are.
I know that there are goblins.
You know
Yes,
that there
which
are
I
goblins,
already knew.
but you don't know how many.
Right.
Okay. Yes, that's all true. Pervins heard goblins. Heard that there were goblins, as well. He also heard that information. So this is a little bit of a mess. But Pervins, since you can't see anything, and the goblins can see something, they are going to get a free shot on you from a random spot. Oh no. That you don't. Well, not a random spot. You just don't know where the spot is. So.
And as far as we know, we're unsure if the room he's in is the same room that we're in. We don't know.
Right. So, This is just for the sake of understanding. Your characters don't have this information yet. Where the triangle is, right here.
Hold it there, so that the cameras can also.
Where the triangle is where Purvis was when he avoided the flood.
Uh-huh.
He's now stepped forward into the room. These
Oh, it's
paths are
connected.
actually connected.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
That's
So you're all gonna end up in the same. Oh, and that's why the 3 goblins have an attack on Purvis. I see.
yes.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
This looks bad.
It'll be alright. At
It'll be
least we're
alright.
together.
No, I'm downstream.
Yeah.
That's
I got flushed down the cave.
You spend so much time not hanging out with us that I don't even consider you part of the
Yeah,
story.
seriously.
I was going for help this time.
Well, that's what you get.
No, Andrew, you did a good thing. You just
You just did it poorly.
the harder charge got you.
Yeah, Hogger charges the
The Hogger charge is going to be the
They'll
undoing
get
of
ya.
this entire group.
Hogger charge.
Okay. So I now know
Your
where the goblins
heroics
are on the
go
map.
unnoticed by Hogger
Yeah,
because you
true.
fled
He has
down.
no idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no clue.
And you'll never know.
Yeah.
Because he
Never know.
won't listen to you if you try to explain it.
Yeah.
What is your armor class, Purvis?
It is
13.
13.
Cool.
Sounds good.
I think you can do it.
The almighty dungeon master likes rolling 20s. That's all I know.
Well, Hogger, you couldn't be more wrong because
Uh-oh.
2 of the goblins clearly missed.
Yes.
So that doesn't sound like 20s to me. One of them hits you though. So what happens is you hear one arrow ricochet off the wall above you.
Arches.
One
Purvis
ricochet off the ceiling, like it's not even close to you, and then one pierces your side.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So what damage do I take?
You take
He's rolling that now.
4 damage.
Alright.
Not bad.
Not bad. I mean, it's half your health, almost, but...
So does Purvis react to that?
You can react to the damage. You can't make a move or an action.
We rolled initiative, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So now that the surprise, so basically
So
the way
Purvis
surprise works.
he's in a lot of pain, so he just slumps to the ground.
It's bad. You wouldn't have to take any sort of movement penalties or slump to the ground or anything like that. Like it
Prone
hurt
is
you.
actually like a thing.
Yeah,
That would
it
change
hurt
your
you, but you're
movement.
still able to move and act
Oh.
relatively.
Wait, so I
reasonably.
can act and move or not?
No. It's
Once-
not your turn.
once
I'm
your
just
turn
saying.
again, you can,
I'm
yeah.
saying the damage wasn't so bad that it crippled you.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
That's
got
all
a
I'm saying.
surprise attack, so
but
they
then
got to go
but then I
first.
just can't do anything else.
So let me explain the way surprise works. So we roll initiative, and if there's no surprise, that is the order things happen. So that is the order you guys act and the monsters act, and it's all mixed together. If anybody has surprise, that person that has surprise gets to act regardless of their order in the initial thing. They get to do that free before
First
anybody else does it. It's like a first strike
Okay.
sort of thing. But now their next action falls into whatever you guys
Okay.
rolled for initiative. Does
And
that
then,
make
like,
sense?
Oh, yep.
In battle, like, every turn is only, like, 6 seconds, sometimes less. So, like, it might be weird that you don't get to do anything immediately after they attack you, but effectively you do. It's just,
So-
like, 10 seconds later you go,
Yeah.
oh, shit, and then you...
It just so happens that you got the
Yeah.
highest initiative, Pervent, so you're the technically now the first to act now that the surprise round is over.
But what were you going to say that was going to happen next?
What do you mean?
There was something that you were going to elaborate on that was going to happen.
No, I the only thing I wanted to say was that two of the arrows, you heard 2 arrows
Yeah.
miss you
And then
and
one hit me.
hit you. And that's it. That's all you hear.
Oh, okay.
But now you have the highest initiative out of anybody, so you're the first to act now.
Okay. So, Pervin's holding his side, runs as far southeast as he can go, I guess.
Okay, I'm going to give you a tip here because it's very important and it's kind of confusing. So, the goblins clearly can all 3 of them.
They can see me.
All 3 of them can see you.
Yes.
And so the way that this works is if you attempt to move away from an enemy and they are either within sight with a ranged weapon or within reach with a melee weapon, they get what's called an attack of opportunity
But
because
how-
you're trying to move away and you're
Oh,
defenseless.
I didn't
and
know
they
about
can
the
see you.
range thing. I
But
thought
how
that was
close
just close.
are they, though?
What's that?
How close are they?
You don't know how close they are
I
because it's
can't
pitch
see.
black. What I would
You could do dancing lights.
no. What I suggest, you can totally do what you're gonna do. Now I'm doubting myself because it might just be within.
I think it's
reach.
I think it's only if you're next to them they get opportunity.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I'll look into it.